Hello, my name is Pat White. I am a student developer at Austin Coding Academy, and this is the second in my series of live recorded whiteboard challenges. So when I say live recorded, I mean I'm going to take on a challenge that I haven't seen before and attempt it. Yeah, and I'm going to attempt it. And so if you're an employer, I'm going to put these probably on either my portfolio, definitely put it on my Twitter. And so if you're an employer and you're considering hiring me, this could give you kind of like a background, peek at my problem-solving abilities or skills. And also the other thing it does for me is while I'm doing it, it's pretty good whiteboarding practice because I hit that record button. I'm pretty much I'm planning on uploading this, so it puts a little extra pressure on me rather than just doing it on my own. Should I record? Let's see. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. If that adds something. I don't know if you can actually see the video actually, now that I think about it. Okay, I think now you should be able to see it. Okie dokie. Well, let's get to it then. I'm gonna go to CodeWars for my challenge. Interesting. Well, this is an awkward start. Okay, all right, that worked. Last time I did a level 6, hey, look, I think I leveled up. Or maybe not. Last time I did a level 6 kata, and that took a little longer than I was planning. It took a good hour. So for today, this is a Monday. I would like to start with a level 7. Should be a little bit easier. How do I want to pick kind of like a random level 7. Learning to program, that's true. JavaScript, that is true. Well, kata. I'd like to do a level 7 to start out with, just to get the brain working this week. Let's see. I kind of want to pick it from random. Blah 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 blah. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Descending order. Oh, no, I did this one before. Actually, let's just try level 6 again. Okay. Okay. Count characters in your string. The main idea is to count all of the occurring characters UTF-8 in a string. If you have string like ABA, the result would be A2, B1. What if the string is empty? Then the result should be an empty object literal. Huh. Okay. I think I've done something like this before. I am going to loop through the string. And let's see, do I need to split it into an array first? I'm going to go ahead and split it into an array, just for good measure. So here we go. So basically, I've done something like this before. Let's split the array into, or split the string into an array. Loop through the array. If oh, and then also before we do this, create empty object. We'll call this word count. Loop through the array. If array at index, if the, let's see, so if we called, so let's just say array at index I, we're going to call that letter. And so basically, every time for each item in the array, we're going to say, we're going to basically say is object at index letter, does it exist? If so, object at index letter plus plus, else object, otherwise we're going to create it. We're going to create the property, object at index letter equals 1. And then at the end, return return word count. Let's see. So usually when I've done this in the past, this is just one step of the problem. But it looks like for this one, this is literally what they want you to do. This is just count all the occurring characters. Yeah. So, okay. So we're going to create an empty object, search through the array for each item. Is this letter a property of the object? If so, object at that property is incremented, else object at that letter is 1. Okay, let's, and what is this space? Time complexity should be the length of the array, or should be O of n, basically the length of the string, because for each letter we're doing this. Space complexity I don't think is an issue. The object, oh, do we need to convert these to lowercase? What I was going to say was that the object at most will have UTF-8. I guess the object could have at most 26 or 52 properties. I'm not sure if the string could be a number. I guess string could be a number 2. So maybe 60 properties, but any case, I'm not worried about space. Okay, let's just code this. So let word count equal empty object. So yeah, so we don't know, does uppercase matter? Is it case sensitive? Do we want it to be case sensitive? Count all the occurring characters in a string. I'm going to say judging from that, I think you don't want it to be case sensitive. So okay, so after we split the array, we're gonna convert them to lowercase. Or actually, I guess we'll start out by let string equals string dot to lowercase. I think that's syntax is correct. I sure hope so. Actually, this is going to cause an error. Okay. Let array equal lowercase dot split. Not 100% sure that you need to split it into an array, but I'm going to go ahead and do it because I'm not always 100% sure of what I'm pretty certain of how things behave when you're iterating through an array, but when you're iterating through a string, I'm just not 100% sure. All right, so let's see. Loop through the array. Okay. Whoops. For let I equals 0, I is less than array dot length. I plus plus. Let letter equals array index I, just to kind of simplicity sake. And then, okay, so here's our main logic. I need to be better at ternary syntax because I'm always not 100% sure of how to phrase it. So I'm gonna write an if statement instead. If object at index letter, if it exists, object at index letter plus plus. Else, if it doesn't exist, object index letter equals 1. This is not very easy to read. So this should be the end of our loop. Return word count. Oh, that seems. I think that seems fine. Before I submit it, I'm gonna just do a little test on it myself in a replit, just to. I'm not sure if it's a thing, but I don't want to be cost points because I submitted something that had errors. Word count. I probably already have something named word count. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So count. So count. What? Array R is not defined. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. Okay, let R. Okay, let R lowercase split. R dot length. R index I. Object? No, that should say word count. Oh, lordy. Did I say that today is a Monday? After a long weekend. That seems correct. Stands. Now we have two S's. That seems right. Okay. Yeah, that seems right to me. Let's see. Let's see if that's what they wanted. Okay. Run sample tests. It passed. Let's attempt it. Woo! All right. Yeah, that was a lot easier than the last level 6 Caillou I did. Kata I did. Maybe I did the level 5. I don't know. All right, refactor. So one thing I would do is I do want to use a ternary operator here instead of that if statement. So ternary JS syntax. Okay, so I think it's the parentheses that I'm always fuzzy on. Where do the parentheses go? Okay. So let's try that. Let's see if that still works. Okay. Word count letter at index letter. Here. Word count index letter plus plus. Else word count at index letter equals 1. Okay, so now just for fun, let's see how succinct we could make this. Array equals string dot to lowercase dot split. I feel like you could rewrite this into a I bet you could rewrite this into a for in loop. Actually, okay, let's try that. Let's see if that works. Let's try to make this a for in loop. For letter of array. For each letter of array. Oh boy, I don't know if this is gonna work. For each letter in the array. Okay. Word count at letter. Does that still works? That still works. That should still work. Word count letter. Word count at letter, because now it's just letter. Yeah, I think that's, I guess technically, I like to keep the comments in here. Actually, I'm gonna move the comments over to my replet, and I'm gonna save that replet just for fun. I guess that's better. It's a little shorter. Let's cut the comments out of here. Why does the split? Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if the best solution doesn't bother with the splitting. Okay, let's just see it. All right, I'm done. That was kind of a shorter one that I'd planned, but I guess that's good. Okay, run sample tests. attempt. All right. How do I submit? That's weird. Did it already submit? Oh, there it is. Weird. Submitting final solution. All right, let's see what the best version did. String.split for each. Yeah, that's simpler. Count that S. Okay. I'd say I guess pretty close. Okay, cool. Well, let's see if there's anything here that I'm like, what did he or she do that was weird? Result has own property. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that, just from reading it. String split for each. So for each, definitely a little bit simpler than running a loop. Object X equals object at X. That's, so that would be object for each X. Object at letter equals object at letter. I guess that just tests if it exists. I find that a little odd. Okay, cool. Well, anyway, so that was a shorter one. My previous one was much longer. But yeah, that's actually a good little warm up. So thanks for watching, and if you're watching this, thanks for watching. And if you're watching this, it's probably because I applied to a position with your group. So I am right now. Today is January 20th, 2020, and I'll be completing my program in late April. But I will be applying to jobs sooner than that. So if you got my application, I hope you take the time to take a look at my website, portfolio. Okay, that'll all be in my cover letter, I'm sure. So all I should say is thanks for watching, and I'd love to work with you. All right, thank you. Take care.